I'm Kim Gonzalez from KimGonzalezCoaching.com. And how are you all this morning? This is going to be kind of a short one today. So today I wanted to talk about how to remember things. I'm pretty productive and I need a lot of ways, little tricks and habits to remember things because there's no way I could remember everything by myself. My habits and routines are pretty set though, so I don't really have to think. I'm kind of like a robot when it comes to my routines. I don't really have to think at all, but then there's all those other things I have to remember, which I would never remember because there's just too many things. I'll tell you some of my tips. One of the things I do is I create checklists, and I have them all made and I print them out as I need them. We have a travel checklist, so if we're going to travel somewhere and we need to pack certain things or call certain people, we have a travel checklist. So we have the checklist and we print it out whenever we need it. We also have a house checklist, so if we're going to leave the house for any amount of time for traveling or whatever, we have a whole checklist. Mark has his side, I have my side of things that we need to accomplish before we leave, and also make sure the house is perfectly clean. So when we come back, it's just so nice and relaxing and we don't have to clean it. We also unpack when we get home right away and put everything away. That's like the first thing we do. We unpack everything. We don't let it sit in the corner. We just do our thing, and that way we can relax. We figure it takes about an hour sometimes, so we just know we can't sit down or do anything else until we unpack. And then another thing is we have a house guest checklist. So if house guests are coming, we print out the list of all the things that we have to do to set up our house guests so they will be comfortable in our home. And then we have also a grocery checklist where I made up a checklist that's two-sided, and it's got the stores that we shop at, like Fred Meyer, Costco, Natural Grocers, PCC. And I have a list of things that I normally buy from those stores. And so I print it out and we just check it off and just take it with us in the stores. It's easier than looking on the phone because the phone's so small. Another thing we do, which I mentioned I don't know if I mentioned this on another live or I just mentioned it in a reel that I did, but I have a coffee card. And what I do is I can't remember, I don't have the card in front of me, but I think I like a grande decaf, sugar-free oat milk latte with no foam and one shot. I think I'm missing something. Decaf, did I say that? Anyway, my husband would go, "What do you want?" And then I would tell him and he couldn't remember it, although I don't know anybody that could. So I made up a little laminated card, and he keeps it in his wallet, and I keep one for me, and we just hand it to the barista, and they love it, and they just go off the checklist, so that's kind of cool. Another thing is what we do to remember things is we do the task immediately. Whatever it is, I'm just going to get it done now so I don't have to think about it later, and then I don't have to put it on any list, if that's possible. If I'm able to do it now, I do it now. But if not, I write it down immediately. Somewhere. I write it down, or I talk it into my watch, or I talk it into my phone. But then you have to remember to play it back. So that's a problem sometimes. Oh yeah, there's 30 messages on my watch. I forgot to play them back. So probably you need to ask Lady A here to remind you to play your messages back. Okay, another thing, like I just said, speak into your phone recorder or speak into your watch. You could also Alexa or Siri.
I didn't get that.
No, I said the word, Lady A. Gosh, and I shouldn't say these words. Sorry, you guys. So you can set alarms for things that you need to remember. Like sometimes I'll come upstairs and I'm doing one of these lives and I'll put something in the Instapot, and then I'm so involved with what I'm doing that I forget that it's going. So I tell Lady S here on my watch to set like a 17-minute timer, and then she reminds me because I honestly do forget, and then things are way overcooking down there. Another thing I do to remember is I add a task to my calendar. I try to keep my calendar pretty free, so that's usually a last resort, just to add it to the calendar and then set an alert on it. What else? I've got a list here that I'm looking at because I can't remember to tell you all the things that I do to remember. I also have a daily to-do list, which Jill knows, and I have everything, I dump everything out of my head. I do a brain dump and dump everything onto a piece of paper, which also helps us sleep at night if we get everything out of our head so we're not thinking all night. Sometimes I keep a pad next to the bed so when I wake up in the middle of the night I can write stuff down, and sometimes I can't read it because it's dark. In the morning, I mean. Anyway, we talked about the daily to-do list. And then I also use the birthday function. I don't know what there is on Android, but in Apple, you can go into contacts and put the person's birthday and the year they were born. And it will come up on your calendar with a little, I don't even know what the icon is, a little present next to it. It shows whose birthday is on the calendar, so you could see that it's coming up and you can go buy them a card. My birthday is July 31st, by the way, just so you know. Yeah, the birthday function is pretty cool in contacts. I also use a weekly vitamin organizer. So it's got 2 weeks of vitamins in it, and I fill them up 2 weeks in advance, and then I don't have to do it for 2 weeks. And I keep it right here handy next to my desk. And I heard that there is an automatic pill dispenser type thing with an alarm on it, which reminds you to take your meds. I don't have one, but I've heard of it, and I've seen it in Amazon. And that sounds pretty cool. If you cannot remember to take things, it has an alarm with a dispenser. So that's pretty cool. Also, I return things to the same place I found them. So if I go to use something, I put it back to where it belongs because I won't remember where I put it. Mark, I don't know if Mark's on right now, but Mark leaves his glasses everywhere, all around the house. And I have prescription reading glasses and regular reading glasses. And the prescriptions I have are blue. There's 2 blues and 2 greens. I leave the blue ones upstairs next to my desk. And before I leave my desk, I take them off. It's a habit you have to practice, but I take them off and put them on my desk, and they stay at my desk. And then the green ones are downstairs near my couch, which I use those at night when I'm on my laptop. And every time I leave the couch, I take them off. And they're always where they should be. But marks are all over the house, so it's just a habit that you have to that you have to keep doing. Yeah, so we have a bowl that we use that we keep kind of near the front door in an area, and we put our keys, wallet, and phone in there. Usually we have the phone plugged in, but if we're, it's only gonna be for a couple hours, we just put the keys, wallet, and phone in one place so we don't have to remember where they always are. So you can have a decorative bowl or a box or whatever, and just put the stuff you want to remember in that, things that you're going to take with you, put it in that box or that bowl. Okay, and the reading glasses that aren't the prescriptions, I keep a pair. You can get them from the dollar store, and they're really cool looking, some of them. I have some pink ones. I've gotten comments on my dollar store glasses because they're pretty colors, and I keep them in every room. They're only $1. So I keep them in every room. I keep them on all the workout equipment, everywhere, so I don't have to keep carrying glasses back and forth. And I keep Post-it notes in different places, like I keep them in the bathroom. And so if I remember that I need to do something while I'm getting ready in the morning, I write it on a Post-it and I stick it on the door. So when I'm going out of the bathroom, I grab the Post-it and go, what was I gonna do? So Post-its I keep in different rooms with a pen. And then I told you about the vitamins near my desk. And then one last one. Do you ever get ideas when you're in the shower? Mark tried to buy me, well, he did buy me a tape recorder that can be used in the shower. We didn't even know how to use it. It's black for one thing. I don't like anything black because I can't see it. I want it to be like pink, bright pink. But the problem was we couldn't figure out how to use it. It was very complicated, and there aren't many of them. If you know of one that you are using that you like, please let me know. So when I'm in the shower, I always think of everything. And so sometimes what I do is I sing what I want to remember. And I keep singing until I get out of the shower where I can get to my Post-it notes. So like, let's say I want to take out the trash, I'll go, oh, I want to take out the trash. And I'll just keep singing that. Or I'll say, put the stuff in the dryer. Or, don't forget to empty the dishwasher. And I'll make up a little song and I'll just keep singing it. And then as soon as I step out of the shower, I grab the Post-it and I write down, unload the dishwasher. So those are the tips I have today. Like I said, I don't remember anything unless it's part of a routine, and then I don't have to think about it. But there's so many things I have to remember right now that these are all good ways. Okay, you guys, I have to go to a meeting. So that's it for today. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye.